go time. It's go time. Let's go. What's up, guys? Welcome back to CrawlerCast, Arkansas's #1 talk show in the world of scale RC crawling. Anyway, welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining us. On today's episode, we got Josh Harris from the Arkansas Remote Control Crawlers, the ARCC, and Jay Yandle from Radioactive RC Ranch. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Man, y'all doing all right?
Happy to be here.
Heck yeah, glad y'all can make it. Boy, what a year in RC crawling.
It has been one heck of a year. A lot of events, a lot of crazy happenings. Really, I mean, I think this has been the year for RC.
It really has.
I look back at all the previous years and I can't find anything that compares to 2023 with RCs.
Maybe back in the peak of it in the early 2014, 2015, it was pretty big around here, and it kind of dived off, and we're doing our best to bring it back.
Yep.
And man, there's a lot of clubs popping up.
There is. There's a lot going around. I mean, everybody's putting in so much work. There are, and to organize these events is not easy, you know, and especially the money that goes into it and the time. It's really fortunate that we have the good minds here in Arkansas that are in the hobby that put in the time to make these events possible, because if they didn't, I mean, we would just all be in our backyards piddling around. And I tell everybody time after time, it's the people that make these events. It's not the same. It's the same as when you were a kid playing with your Matchbox cars and your GI Joes. It's a lot more fun when you have a friend. And then when you have RCs, it's a lot more fun when you have a group of people. Fun. You know, it's just a whole different experience.
And we all do it for the love. We don't make any money off this. It costs me money to put on events, but I don't care. I do it for the love of it. And,
absolutely.
Speaking of events, let's go ahead and get into the schedule of what's coming up in December. So, first off, coming up on the 16th, I've decided that from now on, the cash comps that I host are going to be under the CrawlerCast name. So, under CrawlerCast, we're going to have a 10-gate cash comp at Turtle Rock, Bear Cave. We're going to hit Bear Cave this time. We hit Turtle Rock last time. Bear Cave, December 16th at 10 a.m. So that should be a fun one.
Heck yeah.
My first time there was at the get-together that you held there a few months back, and man, what a spot.
It is a great spot.
It is a great spot.
That whole mountain has so many different locations.
It's Petty Jean? Yeah, Petty Jean Mountain.
Yep.
It's wild. The rock is so grippy and fun to crawl.
It is.
It is such a fun spot. And I've been back to Turtle Rock a couple of times, but I haven't been back to Bear Cave since that get-together. So I'm excited to go back there. It should be fun. You guys come on out. It's a 10-gate Crawlerpalooza rules, $10 entry fee per class. And I think with the CrawlerCast ones, we're going to pay out to the top 3 on every single event. Is how I'm going to start doing it with CrawlerCast. Right. So it'll be payout to the top 3, first, second, and third at every event. So if you're into comp crawling, come join us for that. Should be a good time. Let's see, I think, Arkansas River Valley RC Crawlers and the NWA RC Crawlers, they're kind of collaborating on a get-together, kind of the year-end crawl at Devil's Den State Park. On December 17th at 9 a.m. is when they're meeting up. I've never been there. That's quite a bit of ways from here. That's like 3.5, close to 4 hours for me.
That's definitely a day commitment.
Yeah. Yeah. Right now, I don't have a vehicle. I trust driving 4 hours there and 4 hours back. So I kind of stick to my 2-hour limit. I know if I'm within 2 hours, I've got buddies that'll come get me with their trailer if I break down.
Right.
Much further than that, it's hard to get somebody to come pick you up. So
absolutely.
But should be a good time. Eric Mooney has been doing so much for the hobby in his area. Fort Smith, working with the city. They are working on RC crawling area that's sponsored by the city. And
that's going to be a real big deal.
that's going to be a big deal.
I mean, a super great addition
Yeah.
for the hobby here in the state of Arkansas.
And when they officially open that up, we'll definitely have to make arrangements and get as many people from down here up there and come celebrate them opening up that park. And
Absolutely.
that'd be a great time for sure.
It deserves our support for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. So then, not much going on in December, but we got round 3 of the RCRFC,
Yep.
and we're going to try our luck at Woolly Hollow.
Woolly Hollow, yep.
Our last one
Last one
got rain delayed,
Rain delayed and a little bit of deer season crept in.
and then deer season crept in on us, and the location Josh had planned for it wasn't going to be available.
Yeah.
So we'll try our luck at Woolly Hollow. I've never been there either, so that should be fun.
There was a new place that had washed out, so there was like new terrain that I have never seen before.
Oh, wow.
That's actually one of my favorite places to crawl. I'm going to
Yeah.
be excited to go back out there and check it out.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a wonderful park. We had quite a few comps out there back in the day, and
You had a get together there not too long. Last month, was it? Month before last?
Yeah.
Month before last. I couldn't make it. I had a work obligation I had to take care of, but
Yeah.
should be lots of fun. Should be lots of fun.
Oh yeah.
But let's talk about Rock the Ozarks.
Heck yeah.
What a cool event.
What a cool event.
Yeah.
It's something for the whole family, brings everybody in the RC hobby together, all walks of life, all clubs in Arkansas. I think it was a great success.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. If you wasn't there, where were you? Like, you missed the biggest RC event in Arkansas.
Yeah.
But don't worry.
We've got plans to continue this. We've just had, Josh and I have had overwhelming support from all of you guys out there who were not only guests, but people that wanted to make it but couldn't. And we're trying to decide whether we're going to do this a once or twice a year event. And there's a lot to be, thought about doing this type of thing. And really, I think what we're doing is we're coming down to doing this maybe once a year, and I think that's going to make it more like, if it's every 6 months, you'll put it off and you'll say, I can go on to the next 6 months. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to get everybody together in one spot. And if we have one spot in the middle of the state where all the clubs can come together and compete, where you normally wouldn't get to compete against Hot Springs versus Northwest Crawlers, or the Central Arkansas Crawlers and Hot Springs, it's really difficult to get everybody together in one spot. And there's so much competition. There's so many great minds out there. The Arkansas Comp Rigs. I mean, everybody is got clubs that are growing.
And guys, this isn't just crawling clubs. Like, Jay has something for everybody. Bashers, boats, pullers, which we'll get into here in a little bit. And it's just an all-around event. You don't have to be dedicated to any one type of RC to attend this event.
No, not at all. Even if you don't have a hobby grade RC, I actually loaned out a couple of my RCs to a couple newcomers that were just there to observe and to see if this was the hobby for them. And that's the kind of hospitality you find at an event like Rock the Ozarks. You've got everybody that's just teaming together to try to bring everybody together in this hobby.
Right.
And whether it's bashing, I mean, we had 2 8-foot by 8-foot ramps there. We were
that was
sending
crazy.
those. You had
It was
some
crazy.
really great shots. Josh, you were down there. Everybody was just down there. I think the newbie actually got his camera.
Jeremiah got his camera hit. Great shot in the process.
Makes for great video, guys.
Shout out Arkansas RC Newbie.
Absolutely.
He'll be on the next episode.
Absolutely. He does some great work, and he did the actual the video along with a couple other collaborators operators that we'll mention. But this is really it's a collaboration on everybody. This is just the spot that we're holding it. This is an event for all the clubs. We want, and we've got really big hopes for it, and we almost broke even on this event, which is no big deal. We're going to keep striving forward because I think it's got a lot of potential to help a lot of the local clubs. Because how cool would it be to have a fund that we could sponsor comp events throughout Arkansas, and to where you don't have to put up any of your own money, but a sponsor within the clubs would put up that money to get new people to come out, maybe people that can't afford to normally buy into these comps. So there is a really, I mean, the sky's the limit. And
right on.
It all starts with you guys, you know.
Absolutely.
It doesn't happen without you guys and your support for an event like this. And I couldn't do it alone. Josh Harris is a great organizer and has helped in so many ways. Actually, we've got some great sponsors that you were able to reel in. Oh,
the raffle prize pool was amazing.
Outstanding, guys. I don't know if you guys know if you watch the channel at all, but we go to a lot of RC events across the country. I mean, sometimes we're in a different state every single month, and I have not seen an RC giveaway like we have at Rock the Ozarks in a long time. I think it might be even Axial Fest Badlands 22 was the last time that I saw a giveaway like that, and we are a small, just growing event. I mean, this was I can't thank you enough for what you're doing for the event and the club.
Thank you for opening your property to a bunch of hooligans.
Heck yeah, to a bunch of hooligans, and y'all know who you are too. I ain't gonna call nobody out, but you know who you are. But man, we had a great time. I hosted a 10-gate comp there and on your crawler course, and it went great. People loved it. We had like 18 competitors, I think, and it was a good time. It was a good time.
I think North Central Arkansas Crawlers had a tough truck comp there.
Yep.
And if you didn't see the new mud pit that's provided water by the new RC car wash, man, you're missing out. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that you see, the crazy things that you get to experience at Rock the Ozarks. And they had a mud pit that was outstanding. I mean, they have some videos out there that just, I mean, that was a doity mess. But really a great all around, you know, place that you can test out your rig, test your skills against stuff. And I believe Derek from RC Bench, RC Workbench had made the trophies there, and wow, the homemade trophies are the best. I mean, I wish I had the time to make and put the effort in that Derek did to make those trophies, but what a cool event. All of these clubs collaborating together, making the event what it is. You know, I just put together the Arkansas Prototype Pullers, and we are kind of collaborating and with some of the already established clubs that have crawlers to convert those or make some new ones into RC pulling rigs, which is a whole new part of the hobby that we're getting into, but one of which Rock the Ozarks kind of brings everybody together. So it's not just the crawlers, like Luke was saying, it's everything. We're doing racing. We actually have a 1/8 scale track right now, and we're trying to expand that into something, you know, bigger. There's so many plans. You know, we've got the thing that I'm really excited about right now, and we've got a 50-foot sand drag, and I'm gonna make this bigger and wider, but I'm starting to build some sand monsters that I'm really excited about too. So it's just all
look out now.
I know, right? It's all different parts of the hobby. Sometimes I feel like it's my ADD just kind of going all over the place, but for people that are like that, this is an event that brings everybody together. And I mean, it's not just a day event. We're turning it this time. We had an overnight camp. We had some pretty nice fancy outhouses. If you guys had a chance to see them, they were very clean, very on point. And we had people all the way from Nashville, Duluth, Minnesota. We had somebody here from Atlanta, Georgia, who didn't have any of his RCs in his collection, so he ended up going down to Hobbytown down in North Little Rock. Shout out to you guys. Thanks for providing that young man RC so he could enjoy the event at Rock the Ozarks. But I mean, it brought so many different walks of life together. I mean, I had so much fun.
I did too. I had a great time. It was awesome. The show and shine was awesome.
Golly, that was
some
great.
of the rigs in that were so amazing and creative.
Did you see that Beavis and Butthead Bob Ross setting? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Everybody was sitting there talking about what the conversation must be like on that hayrack.
And I'm not sure where that couple was from.
Nashville.
Nashville, okay. Because I seen that same rig won a show and shine at a different event in Kentucky, like the following weekend or a weekend or two after Rock the Ozarks. So yeah,
they were definitely pros. They actually had a Sprinter van that was completely outfitted and set up for an RC. So these guys are pros. Those guys were very much travelers, and I think they only found out about Rock the Ozarks like a week or two before the event.
Oh,
so
nice.
They had started shooting us some messages and you know, asking about you know, what was available and different things. So, and
we had some really top-notch sponsors, and we'll go ahead and mention them, give them a shout out. We had first off FMS. Boy, they sponsored some full RTR kits. You know, some 1/18 scale Jimneys, and I wanted that little thing so bad.
They were beautiful.
God, I wanted that little Jimny so bad.
Just incredible prizes. FMS was extremely generous.
FMS was extremely generous. Let's see, it was Boom Racing. They sponsored a couple sets of wheels,
servo winch,
some servo winches, some other items.
A bunch of RC car bags.
Right, the tote bags.
Yep.
All kinds of stuff. We had some stuff from Holmes Hobbies.
Yeah, we had a multi-turn motors and a couple of ESCs. Just great stuff.
Man, them.
And we had right here, guys.
The number one sponsor,
Joe Ropes, actually showed up.
Shout out Joe Mason.
Thank you very much, Joe Ropes. And this was actually the rope that I came away with, and you can see the quality in these ropes. Just incredible stuff. And
they're beautiful.
They are really a work of art. And there was ERRR Winch Lines was donating some excellent winch lines for us. So just a shout out to everybody. And there were a lot of other people behind the scenes that made that whole thing possible. But wow, what a generous group of sponsors we had.
Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to the companies that sponsored. Shout out to the people who are behind the scenes helping clean and sell food and putting out trash bags and picking up after all us knuckleheads. And thank you guys for all that y'all did. And thank you, Jay, for opening your home to us for that event. It was truly a special weekend, and
it was a pleasure hosting it.
I look forward. It's one of those events that's going to now be on the list of looking forward to each and every year. So now I know it's Crawlerpalooza, then Rock the Ozarks. You know what I mean? So
and this is a growing event. So I mean, if anyone has any suggestions, I mean, this isn't anything exclusive. This event is for the clubs. It's for everybody. You guys make these events. So if you have any ideas to contribute, you know, send them our way. You guys know how to contact Josh or I, Luke. And we're just trying to take all the good things from the events that we've experienced across the years and put them together into one event here for Arkansas, and take some of the things that are less desirable that we didn't like and leave those. You know, I've noticed that You know, I keep saying restrooms. You know, I've seen a lot of really bad restrooms. I don't think Crawlerpalooza even had any restrooms.
No.
So that's an important thing when you're traveling across the country and you don't know what to expect. So those are the type of things that we're trying to put together to make an event that's good for everybody. And that's what it is. We want to make it.
So if the people don't enjoy it, they won't come. So
right, absolutely.
And we want to continue for many, many years. We do this for the love of the hobby and the love of RCs, and we're just going to keep on trucking along.
Absolutely. And the obstacles just keep getting bigger and crazier. I don't know if you guys have seen the start of the Skyway, and that is just the start. We're building a trail into the trees, and it's about to get really crazy. And I mean, we're going to be building a long stretch mud pit that progressively gets deeper. So it is gonna. I mean, I was told the mud pit wasn't big enough this year, so we got to go big on it.
Challenge accepted.
We're gonna go deep underground. So we're gonna go tearing into some roots, and we're gonna get us a proper mud pit. But we'll have it all plumbed from the car wash. So the car wash will fill the tough truck pool, and then it will run off through another set of plumbing and fill the long mud pit. So hopefully
So you can come right out of the mud pit, hit the car wash, and the water just recycles
Exactly,
itself.
it recycles itself. So you don't have to. You don't have. It's really kind of self-sufficient.
Even in RCs, you can think green.
Absolutely, and it's just like the radioactive mine over there that Josh and I have put together. That is really a mine that completely works on itself. It has electricity run to it, and it has water, but it's not plumbed to it. It's just completely a self-sufficient unit. We like to think green. I mean, we're running electric RCs, right? So all of the tractors and excavators on the mine are electric. Even though they might have a little bit of steam and smoke coming off of them, they are green.
It's just a little motor smoke. Never mind that.
No. So basically, guys, you can take your crawler and turn it into one of these things. And there's a couple main points. First, obviously, you need yourself a weight bar, and this can be made several different ways. And Traxxas has got an easy way to bolt on, Axial's got an easy way to bolt on, and it's the same here in the rear. You have a hitch height of 2.5 inches, no suspension you see in the rear, but in the front, the rules require you to have just a little bit, so there is a little bit of movement right there. So we're going to take off the bonnet here. Let's take a look at what we have. Let me set this right here. So what we're looking at, this is pretty much a TRX4. There's only a couple small changes. Obviously, we've got a censored brushless system in here. You can, if you have the right gearing, you don't necessarily have to have it censored. We have changed it out to an ARCC transmission, which is an all-metal housing transmission because the gears will simply not take the pressure that you're about to put this rig under. So you get everything hardened, and it's a complete cast system. We've got a little bit of extra weight up here in front, and that is weighted perfectly for the class that it's in. It comes out to just at 12 pounds, and we want as much weight forward of the front axle as possible. So that's why you have your weight bar up here. So you may notice the wheels and tires are just a little bit different. These aren't your standard crawler tires. These are actually made by RC 4-wheel drive, and these are called the big puller tires, the giant puller tires, and you can get these all the way up into the clodbuster size tires. But these are you have to use under 4 inch tires, and under 4.5 inch tires, and these fit the bill. So it's really a pretty basic TRX4 rig. There's really not a whole lot about this other than it's dirty.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So this is a part of the hobby that is growing very fast. Not necessarily in Arkansas, but I'm trying to get people interested in the hobby. because we already have crawlers and they're so easy to cross over. And if you guys were at Rock the Ozarks and saw those poles, that is some real exciting stuff. It gets your blood pumping, your adrenaline going. And
I was trying to check it out. I was judging the course on the other side of it, so I got to see a little bit of the runs, and it's a really cool event to see. And if you're interested in something to do with this, if you're looking to get into it or you got more questions, Jay's always available to help answer any questions. You can hit him up on Radioactive RC Ranch.
Absolutely. We'll have a new page called the Prototype Pullers, that if you're interested in this part of the crawling aspect of the hobby, we're going to be creating a page branched off of the Arkansas RC Enthusiast page.
Right
so,
on.
Hopefully you guys will be able to find that, and we'll have some more information.
What's the name of that page again?
It's a Arkansas RC Enthusiast page. Anybody that's on that page, we're actually going to be sending out messages for the new Pullers page. So if you're interested in that, we'll all be gathering there. That way we're not clustering up the other pages with different parts of the hobby. And this is real easy to do, guys. Very exciting. And there's also a couple good YouTube channels out there that have done some pieces on the World Finals, where you can actually see RCs like this in action and see if you're interested in this kind of thing. So.
New and upcoming style of event for this area, guys. If it's something you're interested in, hit up Jay and find out more about it. That's awesome.
Heck yeah.
It was fun to watch for sure.
It was very exciting stuff. I mean, it's kind of just one of those areas where, you know, crawlers cross over into other areas of the hobby, and it tends to be an adrenaline rush that once you hook up to the sled, it's really hard to turn away.
Awesome.
There's a lot of people here in Arkansas that are already starting to build their rigs. So we already have a club forming. So if you're interested in this, get with one of those pages and see what the rules are and start building yours today.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Josh, you got any last words you want to say? Anything you didn't get to cover on the last one? Or?
No, I'm good.
RCRFC coming up on the 30th, and
RCRFC, December, can't remember the date.
30th.
30th, yeah. And the finals will be in January. We'll have a little get-together banquet and award ceremony for everybody.
At Van Pelt's house?
Yes, Van Pelt's.
That's where the
last one's going to be.
The last one's going to be, and we're going to do the awards and everything there?
Yep.
Heck yeah. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Might try to have some food catered out.
Awesome.
Tacos or brisket, I don't know.
I'm good with either or. We can do brisket tacos.
Absolutely. As we're wrapping up, I wanted to give a shout out to all the YouTube channels in Arkansas. They really don't get a whole lot of publicity, and everybody is struggling. There's a way to get this information out through Facebook, but also through YouTube. And that's where a lot of people catch the bug of RC.
Right. A lot of people are visual, so when you see it, you see the enjoyment people are having, it gives it a little bit more power in your heart to try.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we'll start right here with CrawlerCast, you know, and Lou's got a great channel here.
I appreciate it.
Going to be branching out to other things. Very exciting stuff, guys. And this is a way you can support your local people that put these events together and put the whole hobby together, get people together. You can support them simply by your time, just watching their channel and watching us, having a couple laughs with us, and
sharing with your friends that may not necessarily be into the hobby. Help grow it yourself.
Yeah,
so.
You never know. This hobby could quite literally save somebody's life from depression or somebody going through a really hard time. There are actually pages dedicated for people that are doing just that. So another good channel is Hot Rod Willis RC, another one of our locals that are doing some really great work. I think they have a couple videos of Rock the Ozarks.
Yeah,
So
shout out Stephen DePro.
Thank you,
Hot Rod
Stephen.
Willis.
One of the really big upcoming channels in Arkansas is Jeremiah's Arkansas RC Newbie.
Arkansas RC Newbie.
And he had a video for the Rock the Ozarks as well, doing some incredible stuff. Very consistent, very good editing. He's doing a great job.
Shout out Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
And
John,
Dad.
Yeah,
And
Wolf.
Wolf.
Yeah, he's got. It's a multi.
Wolf gets forgot about. Shout out Wolf,
Yeah.
cameraman.
Heck yeah, we'll have a nice cigar for you at next Rock the Ozarks. Josh has got Rolling Rock Shop, and he's got some really cool stuff on there. Catches construction equipment. He's always got something exciting going on
Years
there.
of RC.
Yeah, Rolling Rock Shop's been around for a long time.
I think I've got well over 1,000 videos.
Nice.
From comp videos to scale trail videos, a few how to build, which those models are discontinued now, so that's pretty irrelevant.
But a good place to start figuring
Absolutely.
out about the hobby. I mean,
Absolutely.
not many people have as many videos out there as Josh does in the hobby. So very dedicated over the years, a great place and a great source for information in the rock crawling area of RC. RC Workbench. Derek is doing some great work, and he has got an upcoming channel, and I think it's well worth checking out. Not only is he showing you tips about how to build your RC, but how to do it on a budget and how to squeeze everything out of your RC. Really has some cool videos there, and some of it is our videos of us crawling at our comps and everything. So. I know that there's a lot of people out there that are doing great work and that are trying to start their YouTube channels, and just know that there's never a better time to start than now. My only regret when I started mine was that I wish I'd done it a year ago, because so much information had passed on, and you think you want to have these expertise, but let your channel grow with you, because as your knowledge grows, so will your audience. And so that's just something to think about when you're working with building a channel like this, is just get out there and enjoy the hobby and show everybody what you're doing. You guys are capable of some great content out there. You just don't know you already have it, and it's sitting on your RC shelf. So support your local YouTube channels and the Facebook pages, because without them, guys, I mean, this hobby wouldn't be growing here in the local state of Arkansas without it.
That's
so.
right.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
I appreciate you guys for coming.
Heck yeah, it's been great being here,
Fun
visiting
episode.
with you guys. Heck
Absolutely.
Always a good time.
And thank you guys for watching. If you're still watching, thank you. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. It really helps. Like Jay's saying, it's how we grow. It's how the algorithms know that you like what we're doing, and it's worth for us to continue to keep doing what we're doing. I want to give a final shout out to our 2023 sponsors: Rusty RC, Crude but Effective RC Fab, Power Shift Technologies, A-Power Batteries, and Nomad Creations. Thank you guys for what you did for us in 2023. I've already got some exciting news for 2024, but we'll save that for an upcoming video. And thank you guys for watching again. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you know when we drop our next video, and comment down below, who do you want to see on the next episode of CrawlerCast? Thanks, guys.